We have a sketch here that actually the setup for it is going to be longer than the sketch because I had to delete some things from the FCC for the FCC. So it's but just know that it was longer and funnier.
Here's the setup. Drama club's plans to stage Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs were disrupted this week when political correctness raised its ugly head. The director of the play says the script for the show arrived from the publisher with no reference to dwarves. Dopey, Grumpy, and the rest of the gang are referred to in the script as gnomes or guardians of the forest. Jasper Publishing says the change was made to avoid offending people. With us on the phone to explain his position is Steve Jenson, president of Jasper Publishing. Good morning, Steve.
Yes, good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Good.
Here at Jasper Publishing, we believe that plays are intended to entertain, not offend. Thus, instead of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, it's Snow White and the Seven Tiny Forest Folk. Or Snow White and the Seven Vertically Challenged Guys who live, work, and shower together. Or... And then there was another punchline here because the FCC can't use it. Then there was another paragraph about dwarves I can't use. And another quick little line about dwarves and how I can't eat. Now we continue the sketch. In addition, the heroine in the play is now going to be named Snow Caucasian instead of Snow White to avoid insulting white people who don't like being called white. I know I don't. And Snow Caucasian doesn't eat a poisoned apple from a wicked old queen. It's a wicked old gay man who loves desperate housewives. Plus, a dwarf named Dopey will be now known as Silly, but in a good way. Sneezy will be called Allergy Prone. Gimpy will be called Awesome. Once you get to know him, that's Grumpy, not Gimpy. That's what I meant to say.
Right.
Grumpy will be called Awesome once you get to know him. And Happy will be called High on Life, not drugs or alcohol. There's another line here about Doc, but that one's too dirty. And then we move to this one. Now, that's not the only play we publish scripts for, you see.
Right.
No, we do one for Beauty and the Beast called Beauty and the Oh, That's Just Unfortunate. I had to change this line to a less offensive line. We do one for Lady and the Tramp called, and then I said Lady and the Charlie Chaplin, but that's not as funny as what we originally had, so screw it. We do one for the Apple Dumpling Gang called the Apple Dumpling Group of Friends with Violent Initiation Rights. As well as a play based on the Country Bear Jamboree called the C-Word Tree Bear Jamboree. And see, here at Jasper Publishing, we also do one for Winnie the Pooh called Winnie the Excrement. Two more very funny groups of jokes here. Can't use those, so let's just wrap it up. Bottom line, you shouldn't perform a play if it's going to offend anyone, and you should only go to the play if you're 100% sure it'll get you laid. Let's move on.
Thank you for your time.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Jasper Publishing Company.